In this series, I'm going to be interviewing the greats of VAIL. This is going to include content creators, streamers, competitive players, and developers. We are going to dig deep into how they even got into VAIL.
Wow, that's really a good question for a start.
And to maybe stuff that will be coming into the game soon.
The old one is not coming back.
Let's see what these VAIL greats have to say and what their answers will be to my questions. Enjoy the series. In this video, I am interviewing LiveWithLancer. He's a VAIL streamer, and I want to dig deep into what it's like to stream and how he even got into VAIL in the first place. It was so nice interviewing him, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Anyway, let's get on with it. Lancer, you are a VAIL streamer and a VAIL content creator, so I'm going to ask you some questions about all of that. But first, I just want to know how it all started. What made you first play VAIL?
Wow, that's really a good question for a start. I got my headset like 6 months ago, and I was looking for some games to play, you know. And I saw VAIL. I downloaded it on the Quest, and it was there. It was there. The big tower, the citadel, and everything, you know, the big tower, and I was very overwhelmed. And it was my first VR shooter, you know. So
really,
I still suck.
I
didn't make much of a difference now than then, but I was like, I used to do when I was younger. I did a lot of streaming. I did a lot of RuneScape streaming and everything. So I thought, how about some exclusive VR streaming or something like that? So I started up my computer, made it work and everything, and we all have been through the Meta Quest website thing and screen capping, the whatever. So I made it work until it works like right now. So that's insanely sick.
Yeah.
And I started in a Citadel with a soundboard.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. A soundboard. So that was very funny.
Sick. Yeah, I think I've seen some of those videos. Yeah. But
no, yeah, it's very funny to do, like what's this called? Gordon Ramsay going, show me your welly.
Oh yeah. Nice. Okay, well, since you brought up the Citadel, what do you think of the big new map? Like, it's not really new anymore, but did you prefer the old one, the new one? What's your opinion on that?
For the Citadel, right?
Yeah.
For the Citadel, that's a good question. I think it's very good, and the old map was very good for PvP action, you know, with teaming up and everything. But the miners weren't safe. Now it's very miner focused, and the miners are still not safe, you know.
Yeah.
So it's and I think VAIL, although AXLab does a really good thing with the mining helmets.
Yeah.
Because you need to spend 100 gel and everything, so it's good for the economy. But no.
No.
If you ask me, it needs to be a combination of two. So they made a big tower, and now they made a big hole.
Yeah.
It needs to be in between, I think. But they are working on a V3. So
yeah, they are. Well, nice. Okay, so, well, you are quite a high prestige. You are a good player. So, what would you say? What would be some tips to new players or ones that aren't as experienced?
Just have fun. Just have fun. Don't go into VAIL and think, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be the best and everything, because you have a lot of players like War and there's also Judge Holden. He's very good at extraction, and he's a good friend of mine. You cannot compete right away with this guy. So in the start, have fun, get the handling, because really VAIL is one of the best gun handling there is on VR, and I've played a lot of shooters.
Definitely.
It's better than the Forbidden Word of Tabur. Forefront is good, but it doesn't handle well, and it's very cartoonish. And VAIL is the only one that advertises itself as a professional gameplay, and it really is. So just have fun. Just have fun, get the feeling, get to know the people, and have fun.
Yes.
And you prestige in that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I think over your experience, you will get better naturally. So, yes.
Exactly.
Right. So now I'll ask you some questions about your streaming. Your main big thing. So, what would you say the pros and cons are with streaming? Are there any cons? Like, do you think it's just perfect? What's your opinion on that?
Well, I think it's always good to start with the cons, because there are lots.
Okay.
Stream wise, I don't know if there are any cons, because it's just me and the buddies having fun.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Mary Vilmus has come around and everything, and everybody wants to be in a group. Everybody wants to be in a party, and although I like it very much, it's also distracting from the stream. I continuously get invites right now, so I have a lot of invites going because people see me online and they want to play because I'm a streamer. It's the same with Jinxed. He also gets like thousands of invites. So I think that's a big con, and a big con about streaming in VAIL is the teamies. The teamies, they are shouting bad words, screaming and everything. So I need to mute the lobby, but it filters a lot if you do quick play. So it's for starting streamers. It's good to start with quick play and spend $20 and go to quick play. It filters a lot of bad things. Pros about streaming is you can host events like my Vilmus. I posted the idea with Jinxed, and Jinxed was like, you know, he was like, that's a great idea. Unfortunately, the workout went that well, but the dev stepped in, so we had the Tuck skin, we had the Leer skin, also as giveaways. We spent like 200,000 gel on it, so you can do big events for the community, and I think that's really nice because the community makes the game.
Exactly.
And as a streamer, you can participate in that the community involvement, you know, and I think that's one of the major points lacking right now in VAIL, but that's a different question.
So you mentioned about the parties.
You get to know a lot of people.
You mentioned about the party, like getting invited loads. That's quite an annoying thing. What do you think XLab should do about that?
Well, I've asked someone, I won't say his name, but someone close to the development team, and they are going to make somewhere in the future a function that you can disable parties, and also maybe online offline status.
That would be good. That would be good.
I'm doing this. Why am I doing this?
Bro.
Can you shoot me, please?
So you're quite a good streamer. You do a lot of streams. What tips would you give to someone that is like considering starting streaming or as a new streamer? What tips would you give to them?
Yeah, there's a very good group on Discord. It's called the VAIL stream team. Jinxed made it. He needed to step out a little bit, so I'm the stream captain of it right now. And we try to encourage most of the players to just join this Discord, and we will help them out either by your first stream. What software you use? Do you have a computer? Is your Quest running it? Are you running from the Quest? And what type of overlay you need to have? Or don't, whatever. It's your stream. You can fill it in however you want. One of the tips is don't try to reinvent the wheel again. Just come to us and we will help you.
Oh, nice. All right, sounds good. Okay, so now we'll move on to your content creating. I checked you out, and it's really good. The editing is amazing, and your thumbnails are amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah, a bit of glaze, but what would you? How do you make your thumbnails? Like, what do you use?
I use Canva. Nice. And it's very basic. I get a lot of my first. This is very funny. Like 4 months ago, I posted something in the VAIL Discord, and it was an AI-made thumbnail. You know, I asked ChatGPT make a colonist with a big open mouth and everything, and I got like 12 crosses. AI slob and everything, and Dreamy, that's Phil VR News, was like, oh, AI slob. So that was the point. I was like, okay, I need to do something else. Because people didn't like it, and I understand why. So I started using Canva and just try to fit some images from a stream inside the image and try to make it movie stylish. You know, it's
nice. So moral of the story: don't use AI. But so
exactly.
What's even better than the thumbnails is the actual video. So can I ask, what do you use to actually edit the video?
Oof, that's a very good question. Use CapCut? No, I don't use CapCut.
No.
Never ever, guys. Never ever, guys, use CapCut. I know it's easy, but you need to pay for it. They are at removing functions. They are all doing it to pro. Don't use it. If you have a PC, you actually need to have a PC for content creation. Just stick with DaVinci Resolve. It's very hard to use, but it's also so free to use. You can use color grading. You can use nodes. You can use all kind of serious effects. So it's very hard, but it's very versatile. You know, it's very it's solid.
Right. Okay.
It can handle things.
Nice. Well, talking about the Discord, you can get involved with XLab in like many ways, like designing gun skins, doing like there's just so many like jobs you can do for them. Would you ever consider, or have you ever done anything to do with that?
I'm not that artistic. No. Artistic. Leave that in. Leave that in. No, I'm not that artistic, so I won't be I won't be able to create gun skins and everything. But I think community management or whatever that's the main point of my focus. Just have fun with a lot of people, and that would be great. So getting people together and just play VAIL, like VAIL, love VAIL.
No, yeah. Well, I'm pretty artistic. I drew my profile picture. I did all of that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Thank you. Well, I think I've covered most of the spots, so I'll finish the interview with asking Lightbulb or Carl.
There's only one way to show you.
Okay. Oh, I think I know where we're going. What's the big reveal? Lightbulb! Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree. I think he's just cuter.
But this is a good secret, right? This is a good secret.
Yes. No.
If I needed to choose between Lightbulb or Carl, I would put Lightbulb on Carl.
Well, thank you for doing the interview with me.